Hello. Day 9 of 365 days of the manifesting experiment. Wow, I think I'm on a little bit of a theme here, and it's not created by me. So this is what's important about this. Paradox is ringing true today again. A friend of mine just sent me a message having a dilemma about being a good person and trying to do things and see things that are honorable and valuable and have integrity and are kind to others and paying attention to others, right? Being respectful of other people's boundaries, all good things. And at the same time, having a giant irritation with the individuals that were not utilizing the boundaries, not being respectful of other people, and being wildly irritated. Now, she happened to be studying some information because she's doing some shadow work. There's nothing wrong with doing shadow work. It's fantastic. So what does that have to do with manifesting? Well, just yesterday, the last 2 days, I've been talking about what we deny manifests. And I think that this is so important. And I don't think I'll talk 365 days about it. But what is really, really cool is that it isn't me who's having this experience today. It's her. And so she's saying to me, I just read something about the fact that it says if you are having these feelings, you are really tapping into a part of you that is you're disassociating with, and it's the shadow work. And all my years of self-study have been, and I know you've all heard this before yourselves, so you always hear like, if somebody irritates you, it's because there's something in you that is like that, and so therefore that person irritates you. And we all reject that like so hard because we have some people who really irritate the crap out of us, and we're like, oh, no effing way. That is not me. Not me. What we deny, we manifest. And so I think it's really important to pay attention to what are you denying about yourself that you don't even recognize you are denying. And so what's manifesting around you that you have to stop and go, why is this happening to me? That project I'm working on that I can't wait to get done with, part of the reason I'm going to get done with it is because it's very challenging for me personally, because there's a lot of things that are expected of me that I don't want to do. So let me kind of loop that back around. What we deny, we manifest. It doesn't mean that because we're not doing something that would be considered acceptable is manifesting. It's more about not accepting something in ourselves and pushing it down and not looking at it, that it has to come back up and push on us. I just think that's so interesting because I get so frustrated with these people on this project because when I actually say stuff, like I get wild about it, okay? I get wild about it. I really do. And I've done this a couple times now in my different workplaces I've had and different experiences I've had with people, is I get a little bit wild about stuff where I am, and I suppose my version of wild is not somebody else's, but me wild, I get like totally like frenetic and like, so I can gripe like crazy. And I think that's what's interesting about it, is that with her actually talking to me about that tonight, I'm like, oh my gosh, the reason these folks irritate the shit out of me is because there's something in it that I am denying and pushing down. And it's not that I suck, okay? Because that's my first instinct, right? Is that I'm denying that I suck. And therefore, it's coming up over and over again. Because when I read about the disassociation of something in yourself, I think of it as a rejection of something that I am, that I don't like, and I want to know who I am around that. And really it has more to do with accepting ourselves the way we are and actually being okay with it. It doesn't make us bad. It means we're just not that way. And it doesn't mean you can't evolve or change or do any of these other kind of things, but you can't evolve or change or do any of those things until you can accept yourself the way you are. So the paradox is what we deny is a part of us that we don't want to think about. And what shows up in our face is the stuff that we don't want to think about. And so the paradox is we shoot the messenger and still try to be righteous. And that is a complete, you tell me what the word is. It's a complete, perpendicular is what I keep thinking of in my head, right? It's like you don't meet, the crossroads is not met. It's like in from the left comes what I'm afraid to talk about, and in from the north comes the part that is irritating me, and the two meet in the center, and I have to stop and look and go, am I okay the way I feel with it coming in from the left? And yet I'm being faced with what's coming in from the north. So I know that sounds a little bit weird and deep, but let's resonate on that for a little while, because what we deny, we manifest. And that's part of our freeing, is to recognize when and where we are not owning. And I don't mean it taking responsibility for, I mean it in terms of accepting ourselves for the things that we may not like about ourselves. And we need to learn to love those things about ourselves, because we are who we are. We cannot be perfect. And in order for us to manifest bigger, better, stronger, wonderful things that make us feel peaceful, we have to know the parts that are our shadows. So that's just my thought for the day. So happy day 9. Wonder what's going to happen do the math. How many more do we have? 55, 56, 356 days left. We're going to be rich by the end of this. In spirit, love, and wallet. Bye.